had beef with that. And this seems like just a bad faith, out of context hit job to me.
I mean, there's a 200-mile-per-hour ideological right-wing war machine coming after Ilhan Omar and also Rashida Tlaib and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. My question is, where is the Democratic Party leadership on this? You didn't see that many comments today from candidates running for president in 2020. You didn't see that many comments from Nancy Pelosi or Steny Hoyer or Chuck Schumer, for that matter. Instead, what we've seen is a pattern from the Democratic Party leadership that tries to distance themselves away from these three women, instead of seeing these women as the rising leaders in the party who they have to fight for. When you are faced with this war machine, you've got to fight back, and you've got to defend people in your party. And just last week, Nancy Pelosi said something like, the women with the large amounts of Twitter followers are not necessarily representative of the Democratic Party. But I think we need a Democratic Party that actually fights for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, for Ilhan Omar, for Rashida Tlaib against these attacks, because they can't keep running away from it and, make fun of them at AIPAC like Schumer and Hoyer did, or pile on the attacks. So I was actually pretty saddened to see it was just these women sticking up for each other, the three women who I've mentioned, and Ayanna Pressley, but not much from the leadership.
That, Waleed, to me is like when you talk about the Democratic leadership doesn't want a bunch of controversy every week, right? Like, from their perspective, it's like Ilhan Omar does not care that they're coming after her, clearly. She's not going to be cowed. I think that's also true of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It's true of Rashida Tlaib. And the sort of posture and politics of the Democratic leadership is like, we don't want to be on Fox News every night, and we don't want to be fighting these defensive fights.
Well, we're kind of in a battle globally for, like, the fate of multiracial liberal democracy, so they don't really have a choice. Like, Ilhan Omar represents multiracial liberal democracy just like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez does, or Rashida Tlaib. That is the fight that we're having all over the world, from America to New Zealand, and we really have to, the Democratic Party needs to be the fight of the party of multiracial liberalism. The conservatives are going to war for conservatism. Liberals should go to war for liberalism.
Well, war in a rhetorical sense.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.